here is something which I want to cover in this in today's session. Again, if you see, this is the sales dashboard. Sales dashboard is one of those dashboard which you have been most familiar with, right? And even my work when I do, or the domain. Okay, there is some background sound coming, guys. Please put yourself on mute so that it is not disturbing everyone. Okay, so this is something which what my domain is also, the sales analytics. And sales analytics is, you have various different dimensions, right? You want to show the performance, you want to show how you are planning the targets for the sales, what the commission really looks like, the pipeline information, how many pipeline of opportunities you have if you have been working with SFDC, the salesforce.com. So all of these different types of analytics. So what I have taken is a very familiar data set. Those who have been doing the Tableau related work or the dashboard development or visualization development, this data set is coming along with the Tableau to play around with. So that is why today I have not shared the data set, because it's already part of your Tableau system. So I will show you from the scratch if you are not really sure where to find it. But I really expect that because this is something where you may have some ideas about, or I expect that you have some ideas about the Tableau. So quick information about the dashboard. What it basically tries to tell is, first of all, as you can see, it is an executive dashboard. That means when the senior executive, like your chief of the department or chief of the companies, basically looks at, they want to know the high level KPI information. So that is something what we have provided: sales, profit and quantity. So one is a very high level dashboard, and then you want to drill down into the lot of details, based on the questions that they are asking. Like, for example, why every time the sales are going down during these periods, stuff like that. So for that, we need to provide them a bit of a drill down, like what's really going on and stuff like that. So first thing first is, what we have is the KPI information, and the functionality we are going to look at and we're going to develop is, if we choose any of the KPI, sales, profit or quantity, all of our divisions, which is consumer, corporate and home office, should be filtered by the KPI or visualization that we are selecting.
Yeah. Sorry, can't see your screen actually. Are you sharing?
Am I not? 1 minute. 1 minute. My apologies. Yes, I am not. Sorry about that. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, now we can.
Okay, can you see this dashboard which I am showing right now over here?
Now, yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. So Superstore Sales Executive Dashboard, like I was explaining, and what we have is these KPIs, right? Sales, profit and quantity. And what I was mentioning is, if we choose any of the KPI, all of the metrics down below should be able to change based on our selection. So what it allows us is, we don't have any specific filters that into the dashboard, but we allow them to choose it from the KPI of their interest. For example, I want to know about profit. I should be able to select the profit, right? And all of my visualization should change. Or I should be able to select the quantity. All of my visualization should be able to change. So based on the KPIs, your visualization down below into the chart for a given dimension should be changed after your selection. So that is the functionality number one. The benefit of this functionality is, these values or these KPIs are clearly visible, and anyone who wants to go in depth into each of these KPI, your related metrics are down below, right? And then we have clearly specified the segments about consumer, corporate and home office, keeping in mind that this is the requirement we have got. Now this is a consumer segment. Let's say you have the product category. So if I just come out of this, So for example, over here, right, you have the consumer segment, the segment information is what we have taken. But if this dashboard or similar dashboard is required by the product organization, you have the product category, right? So as a homework also, you can first create this, and another one that you can create is for the product department. So for product, you have I think 4 different type of high level product. If I see this, right click in the aliases, if three product, right, like 3 segment, you have the 3 products. So think about this. If you are creating this for product organization, you come like furniture, home office, furniture, technology, and there was one home supplies or something like that. So similar to that requirement, you can create not from a customer segment perspective, but for product organization. So depending on the requirement, right? And then some more functionality. So over here, you see that what I'm showing is the selected trend value, right? So it opens up a lot of ideas. Why? Because when I make any selection over here on this chart, over here, anywhere, right, their respective values are shown over here. Now, if I just click it over here, you can see the 101K is getting populated over here, which is the value over here. If you see 101K, and then based on this point, which is the 2020 Q4, right? So in Q4, based on the calendar year, you have October, November, and December, right? So not just the specific point, but you have the trend related information. Similarly, if I just go and click it over here, you have the respective value and the trend information. Similarly, over here, you have the trend information over here. So the whole idea, what we want to give is, first thing first is you are able to see what is my total value and what is a breakdown of trend, right? So that way you go in details and you are able to look at, or your executive is able to look at when it is going down, whether it is consistently going down or it is going up, or it is stagnant, like first it was up, then it has become stagnant. So with this, you can think about the different possibilities. This is right now just a trend, but if the requirement is that you want to go into couple of other metrics related to this, which you want to show based on some selections, then you can do that. Another thing, coming back to the selected trend value, right now we are just selecting 101K based on this. So that means whatever we are selecting is getting picked over here. That means we have picked up the value. Either we show only the value that we have picked, or we can even manipulate with this, right? Similar sort of like what if analysis, because we already know the value over here. So based on the value, if you want to change it based on some sort of a scenario, what if, or any calculation, if you want to put it, you can even do that, right? So you have this Q4 information, and over here, if you see, so this is Q4, but if you select this point, let's say, so it becomes Q3 information. But if you select both of these points, right, this value adds up. So this is 101K, this is 79K, and for these 2 quarters, and this is the breakdown of these value. So this is another thing which I will show you how you can add up the values, how you can